A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing, Lagway. It's complete on the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here's Lagway to pass. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Using his feet. Maybe a crease. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They go play action with Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Livingston.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lagway unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll try the left side. Just ran him over. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Rides to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Motion from the wideout. Flag wave from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. Touchdown Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's McCray. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Makes the grab in their space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's loose. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Throwing, Lagway. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
They feed him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now facing a third and long. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 2. Now, fourth down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the move, he fires. Taken in by Smith on the right side. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to run, it's Edwards. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Lagway to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball, they take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lagway. This time it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Bears are facing 3rd and inches. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Took care of it himself. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on that.
Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Edwards. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Wants to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll test the right side. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. From the red zone, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense trying to take it back. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And you put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute. But the main thing you have to have, you can't turn the football over. You've got to understand that points are at a premium. We're in the second half of a really, really closely contested football game. You cannot turn the football over.
Got a man. It's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lagway. Flips it out in the flat. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Bears the pressure. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Quick step and go. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
The give as they work on that clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Spartan.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th.
Michigan State, 19. Baylor, 10.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Flagway wants to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return.